Alright, got a video to watch here, and this is a good one. So, we're watching this lifter squat for a weakness analysis primarily. So, first I want to just kind of watch this and take note of what's happening. Now, obviously there's chest fall. I mean, that's pretty clear to see. The rest of it gets pretty interesting though. So, let's stop and back up for a second. That we address weaknesses on two different levels. We address the weak range of motion by pattern, what's happening in the movement, like how does the lifter move, but then we address weak muscle groups. So let's start off by looking at weak range of motion, weak pattern, and this is a pretty typical chest fall pattern, right? So he sits down, he's in a pretty good bottom position. I don't have a lot of complaints with that bottom position, but then he gets a lot of chest fall as he starts to drive out of the hole. To address that, I would do pin squats. Really, pin squats are great for that because they're going to teach you to drive that barbell off the pins and drive your chest up out of the bottom. He'll need to focus on that and concentrate on it as he's training. Also, safety bar squats are going to be helpful as well because they will kind of exaggerate that pattern, and he'll have to work hard to resist it. He'll have to work hard to not let that bar roll in to drive his chest up. So those are kind of two assistance movements I would use in his programming. When it comes to supplemental movements, it's difficult to tell. You see his knees drift back as he comes out of the hole. That's indicative of a quad weakness. It's not a really bad exaggeration in the knee drift, and then it's coupled with what looks to be some back rounding. I think that he's trying to, and this is subconscious of course, but I think that he's trying to put the emphasis of the weight on his glutes. So you'll want to bring up quad strength, I think primarily, and then maybe as a secondary emphasis you can train back spinal erector strength and stability. That way he can hold that position a little bit better and transfer better. But it does seem, excuse me, it does seem like he's got a quad deficiency, so doing things like single leg work, leg press, hack squats, front squats, belt squats, stuff like that. Even the safety squat bar again is going to be useful to targeting those quads and bringing in some quad development. Keep in mind the supplemental work is a little bit more long term. It's something that takes a little bit longer to see results from it, but basically that's my analysis. That's what I would do in order to help him correct that. Of course, the basic technical work when he's doing his competition squatting, cue him properly, cue him to drive his chest up, cue him to push his hips through as early as he can, and those three things, that three-prong approach, is probably the best way to build up his squat from here.